फ्रेंड्स वेलकम बैक। सो आज के सेशन में हमारे साथ हैं ललित एंड ललित इज वर्किंग in treasury role in one of the big company. We cannot disclose the name of the company, but here he will talk about the job responsibilities and will give you a holistic view of what things are done in this particular role. So Lalit, welcome to the show.
Very thank you, and I definitely take it as my appreciation to myself itself that I'm just coming and I'm able to educate or kind of motivate or just simply share my experience to the persons or my colleagues or definitely the friends
Right.
who would be joining Treasury or who would be working and who has just passed chartered accountancy and they will be starting their career. And they are, of course, not sure that what they exactly want to do and what they would be given in the company. Because as if I talk about myself, when I joined my organization, I just cleared my chartered accountancy in May 29. This I want to tell you all, and I completed all my all the three levels in first attempt itself. So what was my journey was that in starting, I appeared in Delhi campus of ICI and I was taken out by organization. So yes, that was that by that particular point of time when I was signing the appointment letter, it was just a job for me. I was a chartered accountant qualified and I just wanted to have a job. So my only motivation was that time motivation, and as well as what I wanted and what I could understand, because it happens you have that 3 to 4 years trauma of articleship, uh, frankly speaking, and when you were having hardcore studies of 6 months, 7 months, and finally yes, you get cleared in chartered accountancy and you need to start your job and earn the money. So my myself was seeking, it should be a good organization and it should be a profile which not the complete job responsibility, but at least something it would be having which I have interested in.
Mm-hmm.
So but that time when I was signing the appointment letter, it was just the money I would be getting and the organization I would be associated with.
Right.
Actually, we were recruited with a management trainee or fresher kind of thing, that here the organization would be taking us and they would be garnishing us that on what profile they would be checking us, like we will be trained for different kind of responsibilities, and then would be given like what suits to our appetite and what suits organization to
So
believe on us.
finally you landed up in the treasury role.
Yeah, finally I landed up in the treasury role. In treasury role, yes, of course, I was thinking that yes, treasury is a function and I would be the person to handle the treasury. But no, it's not. Treasury is a process. It's not a function. It is a group of functions which starts from the planning, and which would depends, because see, you would plan and what outcome is coming would be drafted in your financial statements. So yeah, treasury seems to be a very nice and seems to be very excited when I was given this responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that I would be allocated to treasury department.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so my organization.
Lalit, see, we'll go step by step. So people are not aware about, what treasury role is. So can you brief us first about, what are the job responsibilities and what work you do from starting to end, how your day looks like?
Yeah. See, in treasury, what happens? You need to run your business, and you will be having outcome from that business. It's all about money, I would say. First of all, what comes to me treasury is what is your cash flow management and working capital management. Because when you start your business, your work, you need to run that business and you will be needing working capital. So for working capital, what is there? See, I can talk about the manufacturing business, let's say for a thing, and you're planning, you're importing something, you don't have money. Okay, and manufacturing, let's say if it is 2 to 3 days or 21 to 30 days is manufacturing process. So the outcome would be coming, and anyways for treasury, outcome is a cash.
Yeah.
Okay, and input is a cash. So we have to arrange working capital we have to arrange working capital as we can take short-term loans or WCDLs, or we can see that what is our cash flow position for financing our imports. See, when I started my career, I was giving working capital management as well as commodity hedging also we used to do. So when I started, my job was to first of all make the cash flow planning for a month. Okay. Now, why in treasury cash flow planning is very necessary? Because see, it's not only the cash flow function. What I could understand from working capital management is when you are planning, when you are when you are drafting a plan, it involves your FP&A skills. Okay. Then to draft that plan, you will be needing inputs, and those inputs would be coming from different departments, because what you're preparing in cash flow is what your company needs and what you would be what your company would be earning in cash. Okay.
Right. Earning
So
and paying.
for me, yeah. My job is that I would be going to, let's say, statutory department, that what would be your requirement for a month, how much tax we are paying, and how much GST and PF, ESI, whatever it is. And the second thing is I would go to import department, like how much we are importing, how we are financing it, are we opening LCs, are the documents are coming on CAD basis, and we need to pay in cash rather than opening LC, are we able to negotiate? So I have a brief cash position at not particular at beginning of the month. And let's say I'm sitting with the I'm sitting with the commercial department, they are just negotiating on the terms with the supplier, and they're saying that let's say some $10 million parcel is coming, and our commercial is not able to negotiate with supplier, we need to pay them in cash rather than opening LC. So a cash flow manager, I know that I cannot pay, it's not my appetite to the pay. So here my excellency would be required, that if I can assist the commercial department to negotiate on the better terms and make them possible to finalize the LC terms only, rather than paying in cash as of now, because I don't have cash. Then statutory, if you're planning for statutory payments, that what is your tax payment going to be, your GST payment going to be. So in that case, you're not just arranging money for those statutory taxes and payments, but you need to understand, like this much GST I'm paying. Oh, okay. So this is the brief idea, and this is what our sales, and we could when you're coming to a particular amount for paying GST, you need to know that what your outward supplies, and you need to sit with the taxation department as well. So my thing is, like, treasury function is not about that somebody will give you money, that you will not know that what is the source of that money, and you will be just allocating this money. Mere paas 100 rupees hai, and 50 I'm giving today and 20 I'm giving today, and you don't know that 50 is going where and 20 will be going where. So this management is that enriching that you don't need to you don't need to be in commercial department to understand that what exactly happens there. Yeah, of course you would not be the root person and exactly talking, but you will be having that overview. Okay.
So Lalit, so here would like to cross question. So you have talked about mainly three important parts. One is like your import payments, another is the statutory payments, and third is you are just taking that how much earnings are there, and how when you are going to receive the cash flow. So what apart from that is involved in the treasury role, apart from the planning of these three stuff? What more things can come?
Yeah. As I told you, Yogesh, earlier as well, that I will not be talking about treasury. I will be talking about functions, which either I have done or I understand that these are the functions which are there in treasury. So I was telling for cash flow management. Now my experience involves in commodity hedging as well, because my manufacturing department, my manufacturing company used to import the very raw form of a particular material, and we used to sell it in India market. And the price of that metal is exchange driven. It's not contract driven prices. We cannot negotiate the price which is running in market. We need to draft a contracts on those. So my job was to there when we are procuring that material, we were definitely importing. So in that case, you need to hedge your metal prices. Okay, so what used to happen in commodity hedging, you are importing a particular material. So whenever you are drafting that purchase contract, let's say at a particular price, which would be at a particular day's stock price or index price, whatever it is. So in my case, we used to hedge a commodity exposure with London Metal Exchange. Okay, there whenever import contracts were being drafted, we used to take opposite position in same market to hedge out that exposure. Because what hedging is actually hedging when you're doing it for a company, not for your personal portfolio. In that case, hedging means to just safeguard yourself for the losses. You don't have any motive to earn anything there. So my job was very simple. I had some brokers in panel. Most of them were from London only. So we used to take just opposite positions, and we used to whenever we are entering into the sell contract with our customer, maybe it is domestic or our foreign customer is there. So in both the cases, whenever you're drafting sales contract, a particular day ka sale price is being taken or given. So we need to just take the opposite positions. But yeah, it's not just that you will be making a call and taking the positive. You will be taking the position. It's not that very simple. You need to understand that how the market, because those are exchange futures, those are not forwards that you would be executing on a single day. There are if we'll talk about like technicalities, there's a lot of technologies you need to understand, that how to talk to your foreign brokers. You need to understand that how your contracts are being executed, and if those are future position, net position, what would be there. Then you need to set up a specific kind of limits with the brokers, like you need to pay M2M and all. So what volume you can hedge with a particular broker, and let's say you have taken a buy position, and now on a particular price, now your price has decreased in the market. So you need to pay cash mark to market. So those kind of technicalities are there, and what would be your lot size and whatever it is. So
got it. So basically what people have studied in their strategic financial management in the derivative chapter,
correct.
It is more related to that.
And you have to apply those skills. It's not like that. Yeah, we have studied there and we have passed the examination. Now practical would be different. No, practical is nowhere different. Only your work type would be how you are executing those processes. But
only the real data will come into the picture instead of that dummy data. Concept will remain the same.
Correct. Concept will remain the same. So you have to, I must say, those are pursuing chartered accountancy. Who are there in final exams. So they need to just adhere. If you are interested in treasury profile, just don't read SFM as a key marking subject, a step marking milega and all. But just please understand the processes, because what happens, आप पढ़ के जाते हो, and treasury thing is what something is coming on your table on a particular day ka beginning mein, and you have to clear, like there are no timelines. I need to make a payment, I need to hedge a position. See, my dollar inward is coming. Okay, so my dollar inward is coming. I have like collection is coming from my customer, and I need to check whether I have cash payments today, so that I'll just book the cash rate and make it in INR and make use that money. Or do I have any foreign obligation for a particular day? Then I need to check that on rate I can do the spot transfer. See, ये जो terms है ना, spot transfers, forward premium, everything is being utilized. I mean, I have utilized everything. Like derivatives, वो वैसा नहीं है कि prices change होगा and everything. You need to understand the technicalities, और wordings बिल्कुल changes नहीं होने वाले हैं. Forward would be the forward. आपको real market में भी forward मिलेगा. Whatever you are studying in the books, वहाँ पे भी call options रहेगा.
Correct,
I
correct.
deal in call options. You need to understand, like swap होता है वो exactly भी होता है. Okay, but majorly this hedging and derivative thing, when you are doing for a company, of course there would be limitations. It has to be policy driven, like what your company, because their motives are different for different companies. Like if you are in manufacturing business, you're just safeguarding yourself from the losses. You're going in financial management company, then of course they would be seeking a little profit of them, and you're going for aggressive where you are being paid to that how much money you're making. So those type of things are different, but how you're using those instruments, this only will be depending that what your organization you're in wants from you. Otherwise process and terminologies are exactly same.
Right. So you have given a fair idea of a treasury role. So hedging, on one part you talked about hedging, another you talked about the cash flow management. These two are the primary role responsibilities involved in the treasury department.
No, which I was given when I started my
Okay, so there are more
career.
things, more parts as well.
Of course, there are
So
more.
can you
There
just
is,
list down, or just tell us that 4-5 aspects of the treasury role, what people work
yeah.
in, like what are the
So
responsibilities?
yeah. So I'll talk about a particular business, and I'll start my business and I'll close my business. Okay. तो उसमें treasury का कहाँ involvement आता है? Like,
Right.
see, you are you have a manufacturing business. You need to manufacture something to sell in the market. Okay. So what would happen whenever your strategic partners and your senior management would be asking that they would be planning that how much import we need to make. Okay. So what we need to check is that मुझे कितना import करना है. So how I would be paying it. Okay. Because I'm importing and I have to pay. So in that case, the planning department would be come to you. Say they are coming to me is Lalit, हम लोगों को $10 million, $20 million arrange करना है. How you would arrange? Okay. So I'll just guide them. Okay, I have money. कर लो तुमको जो करना है, whatever it is. I have money and I'll pay in any kind of instrument. I don't have money, I'll go for the LC. Then okay, how you're paying is fine. Now you don't have money, you don't have money, but you have to pay in cash. Then your second option comes that you need to go to your financial stakeholders, your banks and panel, your NBFCs are there. So how can you get that money? Like see, anyways I couldn't negotiate better with my supplier. I have to money, so I have to arrange. Okay, so how you are arranging? You have working capital limits, you have short-term loans facility, or if it is for a capex, then you'll go for long-term loans. What is your rate is going to be there, repo rate is there. If you'll take then you have to make that comparison that आपका domestic market से लोगे तो कैसा cost रहेगा, and if you're taking ECBs, so how you can do that. So that involves like I need to pay, and now I'm arranging that money. Okay, final. Then of course, money is not only the concern for Treasury department. Now if your supplier is agreed that you can open the LC. Okay, we are accepting the payment. Then it involves trade finance part, and trade finance is normally coming LC opening and execution of those LCs. LC may be, there are a lot of terms which you need to negotiate with your supplier.
Banks.
That kind of documents that would be there.
Okay.
And how we would be financing that LC. Anyways, it's just a document, and we have to negotiate it with the it is to be financed, because in LC case also you are paying to your financer late, but supplier is getting money on side basis. Like उनको तो पैसा चाहिए, you are arranging. So उसमें भी आपका involvement होता है ट्रेजरी डिपार्टमेंट का, कि हाउ यू आर नेगोशिएटिंग योर टर्म्स. आप फॉरेन बैंक्स में कहाँ से कैसा, लाइक योर फाइनेंसिंग इज बेस्ड ऑन सोफर, योर फाइनेंसिंग इज बेस्ड ऑन LIBOR and how it is there, how much bips you're paying, you need to negotiate from different banks. So that is the case. So it involves trade finance part. Now, sometimes what happens when you're taking services from PSUs, you're taking from statutory authorities, they ask you to put securities in terms of BGs, then those bank guarantees you need to handle. And
So it's all related to
as it related to
working capital financing with the help of the bank. You are arranging at the minimal cost.
correct.
So this is another part of the Treasury department.
Another part. Correct. And the third part is hedging. Yeah, of course,
Hedging you already talked
hedging
about.
involves your forex exposure, as well as if your company is in metal business, then that commodity hedging is
Correct.
there. Yes.
Lalit, what is the qualification required to enter into this profile? Like CA is one of the qualification, but have you seen other professionals as well who are working into this role?
No, just to start your career in that profile, it's very sufficient for you to be a chartered, because everybody knows that you're studying those,
but have you seen other qualifications, other members as
well? Yeah. To start that, it is very sufficient to be a chartered accountant.
But a person who is not a CA, not a CA, can he or she enter into this particular profile? And what qualification is required in that case?
Of course, they would be. They can do, but see, you can be a CFA. You can have FRM degree, but those are specializations. I mean, for Treasury, I can understand that CA se better nahi hai, but CFA also is a good thing. But because when you are studying CFA, Yogesh, what happens? You have a particular mindset, like what is there in Treasury is financial market. So it's not the case. Like when you are talking to bank, which is maybe for some companies it is the last resort or only the resort. You are arranging funds. It's not the case that you'll go to the financial market only derivative. No, हमारे panel में तो बैंक से हम तो बैंक से loan ही ले सकते हैं. So in that case, what happens? CFA person can manage that, but they would be like, their mindset would be, ठीक है यार, मुझे तो call options में और इनमें सब में खेलना है. And when you are having FRM, banking, financial risk management is very open to you. But ट्रेजरी में आप जा सकते हो. I think अगर आपने CA अच्छे से पढ़ लिया है and you have gone through that particular SFM subject, then I don't think you will be nourished there. When you're starting your career, nobody is that perfect.
No, but Lalit, my question was this, like where you are working, there are other colleagues as well who are working with you. So whether all are chartered accountants or they possess other qualification as well? They are not CAs, but they are some other professional and still working in that department. So
correct.
What are those qualifications?
Everybody. See, I have even graduates in my team.
Okay.
Those are doing back-end jobs. When you're doing something, I whatever I've told is what is treasury function doing on front end. Whatever is happening in back end, yes. Graduates are there who have, or postgraduates are there who have done MBAs in finances and banking. So yes, of course, involves
and in the front end division as well. In the front end department as well, are there MBAs also working there, or CFAs also working there, or there are majority chartered accountants only?
There are majority of chartered accountants.
Okay, so so one thing is clear that treasury role is CAs are more suited in this particular role. However, as suggested by Lalit, CFAs and FRM and other professionals with
they also can
required experience can also work into this particular role. So Lalit, now talking about the skills, let's forget about the person is having any particular qualification, irrespective of CA or anything. Just tell me about what skills are required. If you're working there and you are having a particular skill set, you will be able to perform.
You have to perform, you will be able to perform, and you'll learn to perform when
what skills being required.
You don't have correct. So see, what I was telling is आपका job start होता है planning से. So planning somewhere I can just associate with your interpersonal skills as well, and your communication skills. Because अभी ठीक है, अगर मैं उतना सिंपल अंडरस्टैंडिंग रखता हूँ, आई हैव मनी एंड वेयर आई वुड बी स्पेंडिंग इट एंड फ्रॉम वेयर आई वुड बी गेटिंग, तो वो थोड़ा कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, बिकॉज आप डिपार्टमेंट्स आर एडमेंट, नो दिस इज माय नीड एंड नो मेरे को तो आज ही करना है ललित, नो, बट यू शुड हैव दैट कम्युनिकेशन स्किल. सो बेसिकली प्लानिंग में आ जाता है, तो प्लानिंग में कम्युनिकेशन, planning as well as your convincing power has to be there, because you know that ki ha ye department can wait for tomorrow, but they are not willing to wait for tomorrow, so you have to convince them. Okay. And what is there is to just make your decisions quick if you are in hedging, and you need to, there are no timelines, Yogesh. अगर आज आपको कोई जॉब मिल रहा है, because treasury is more of operating function. प्लानिंग यू आर डूइंग सिंगल डे जॉब है, मंथ बिगनिंग में हो जाता है, उसके बाद इट्स ऑपरेटिंग जॉब. आज का काम आपको आज ही क्लियर करना है. यू हैव योर टेबल हैज टू बी क्लियर्ड एट एंड ऑफ द डे, एंड नोबडी इज आस्किंग यू टू सिट आफ्टर 6 or 7. You know, it is like कि हाँ ठीक है आपका काम हो गया है, then it's not the case, no, tomorrow I need to present something, day after tomorrow I need to present something and I need to work on them, मुझे ये सब करना है. No, if you are you know skeptic enough, and if you are quick enough, and you're you know a little hard worker, I mean if you're smart enough, then you don't need to be you don't need to concern anything. And yes, communication hai, negotiation power has to be there when you're talking with banks, and you should have good words, because you're working on behalf of good responsibility. तो आप ऐसा ही किसी तरीका से बात नहीं कर सकते. You have to have those some good words in your communication.
So
when you are talking
do you prepare the plans in the Excel format or in any other form?
No, whatever suits to your company, because anyways you need to present with your if you're giving a project planning and for the purpose of project financing, then how your banker and I mean how your banks need, what would be the format that they want, PPT presentation देना है या फिर उनको Excels में देना है, और a particular software is there. Sometimes we talk to our brokers on even messengers. हम लोग WhatsApp पे भी कर लेते हैं. So it depends. But anyways, आपका Excels तो होना ही चाहिए, and this is very basic requirement. And the C persons are very blessed that उनको वो 3 साल का ट्रेनिंग मिलता है. So I don't think Excel के साथ आजकल किसी को कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है. And Excel is the very basic. You definitely can understand. And whatever is coming new to you, it's new to everyone. Like everybody is very understanding, Yogesh. वहां पे कहीं भी ऐसा hard and fast नहीं है कि आपको ये नहीं आता है तो you're going to lose it. No, there are a lot of opportunities to learn, and nobody is pressurizing you on single day. You are starting your career, and your boss also know that how you have studied and what would be your mindset, and how did you what do you think when you were signing for this job. So you would be better nourished. और आजकल तो in good organization there has to be
proper training facilities are there. Yeah.
Correct.
Lalit, we are running short of time now, and first of all, thank you so much for giving your precious time. My last question coming on to you is, what advice you give to the youth who are planning to enter into this role, like for whom this profile is more suited and for whom this profile is not? In short, just in 1 minute.
Yeah, correct. So if you're willing to join treasury function, please go through that. Again, I've told it's a basket of functions. Please go through, and थोड़ा सा idea आपको लग जाएगा पढ़ के, because पढ़ के पता चलेगा, and practically yes, you'll get to know कि क्या क्या काम होता है. Then you can find someone. LinkedIn is great platform. You can find someone who has been dealing in that function. कि अभी हाँ ठीक है, practically आपको क्या रहता है, कैसा होता है. Understand what your strength. Because treasury is not only treasury, वहां पे सारा चीजें इन्वॉल्व होता है. मैनेजमेंट आपके सर पे बैठेगा. You need to handle with the you need to handle the layman जो आपको एक पर्टिकुलर डेटा देगा. आप you need to handle government authorities जो कि प्रेशर बनाएंगी, नहीं आज ही हमें बीजी खोल के देना है. बट ठीक है, आपको हर तरह का देखना है. Yes, it's not कि ठीक है treasury ही सब कुछ है. You see यार what is your strength.
But my question is like for whom this particular field is, like a person having a particular mindset, like what would be that mindset for whom this role will be more suited?
Those who want to, those who want to pursue their career in this, because they know,
Who likes
I
this
mean,
stuff of financial management, risk management, hedging.
correct.
Those who like
Those
like this particular role, they can basically choose
would
treasury
definitely,
as their career. So now one more question which has come into my mind is like, what is the hierarchy level? A person who is starting, what you call that, and how the person can move up the ladder? Like at what position that person can reach? You can give from your experience, because in each organization the position changes, the nomenclature changes, but hierarchy more particularly remains the same, right? So as starting level point, what you call that person, like what designation is given to them, and at what level that person can reach after 10 or 15 years?
I have seen my seniors. I have seen my bosses there who, in my organization itself, who are handling treasury function from last 15 years, and basically you would be starting, you would be trained, and then definitely you can have a treasury head position in a particular company. Then being a treasury head, you are responsible to your senior management, and usme this uh, budgeting thing is also there. And yes, treasury person is a CFO material. थोड़ा बस उनका, what happens, I mean, what I have felt is थोड़ा सा उन लोगों को books पे ध्यान देना चाहिए, like how you're making this profit and you're making this gain, or you're losing something, how it is flowing in the books. तो थोड़ा थोड़ा उस बात का भी ध्यान रखो. Just regularly sit with your books team, then you are of course a CFO material. Definitely nobody is going to beat you.
So that is the
And
highest
CFO के
position a
पास
person can reach. CFO is the
highest
highest.
position.
Yeah.
Then yes, then of course हर किसी का strength अलग होता है योगेश, and I've told कि आपको planning में भी करना पड़ता है, and you need to talk to your commercial as well. तो ऐसा नहीं है, you can become the CEO as well. So that's fine. I mean, nobody is going to stop you. बस मैं थोड़ा यही बोल रहा हूँ कि you would be coming to the treasury on your interest, कि हाँ मुझे एक particular मुझे ये options call में खेलना अच्छा लगता है, so that is why I'm joining treasury. No, don't be limited to that. थोड़ा समझो कि आपको आपका you're doing something उस कॉल का drafting तक, because your financial results are being drafted, तो वहां तक उसका क्या how your single call is affecting the company, तो वो सब समझ लो, and normal understanding होता ही है. Yes, you definitely can become a CFO.
Right. So you can start from the analyst level, you can reach to a CFO level or CEO level. That's what you are saying, right?
Correct.
And talking about the
and if you are specializing, like आपका treasury में भी आप specializing में आप FRM में जा सकते हो, then you will have a good job in banking. वहाँ पे भी वो FRM जो department होते हैं, you can become a relationship manager, who would be dealing with the different companies for their requirement in derivative market. So that is again a good job. Yeah. And in CFA also, CFA is a global, I mean, more globally recognized. We can say that it is a qualification. Then if you want to make your career abroad somewhere, then thoda CFA में भी लेके, and your doors would be open. But ठीक है, don't be limited to, and again, it's not only about treasury. Day-to-day job doesn't differentiate you, only the value addition differentiates you. So you have to add value in yourself. That's it. And doors are open. I mean, nobody is going to stop you from treasury. When you are discussing some, senior management, man, you have a lot of terms जो कि आधे लोग समझेंगे नहीं. Somebody is coming from particular purchase department. उनको बोलो कि this advice is to only the treasury persons. Don't take. I mean, somebody is sitting from purchase, somebody is sitting from planning, they will be having their knowledge only. अब थोड़ा भी उनको difficult terms बोलेंगे, so they will be हाँ ठीक है ललित, whatever you're saying वही करते हैं. So tact is there, door is open. So just don't limit yourself and value it. Please add value in your.
And finally, when you have money outcome from your business, then you need to see that whether that money would be utilized to make your payments, as well as you have enough surplus to get it invested, because wasting money is no option there. And if you're putting that idle balance in your current accounts with your banks, then it is of no use. You're not getting any interest on that. So in that case, again, it depends on companies' policies that what the investment instruments they have opened for you as a treasury person. Uh, you can invest in mutual funds. You can invest. You can just check your portfolio health. And you need to see that you're investing today, and for what time you will be keeping it. So accordingly, you need to choose. If you're investing in mutual funds, you need to choose that you're investing in liquid funds, or you are investing in the overnight fund, so that you will be able to just withdraw those investments whenever you are in need of fund. So that also you need to plan, as well as investment in instruments. When you are choosing, then of course you need to see that what risks are there, what rewards are there, and what policies are allowing you to do. You can go for bank FDs, and you can go for mutual funds, which I've already said, and you can go for other different options as well. Yes, managing of fund also is a part of treasury function. So you need to see the investments, and from the earned money, how much extra you can earn is your job as a treasury person. So that also you can consider.
Right. So value addition is the final advice from Lalit. And thank you so much, Lalit, for coming here and sharing your experience. I wish you don't mind if we publish this on our YouTube channel. We'll definitely share a link of the podcast interview session with you as well. So thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Yogesh and team. You're doing a great job.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. 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 Thank you. Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali to you.